Hey, so here we go for your workout for Tuesday, April 21st. Going to be a full body workout. Today's workout is going to be a time oriented one as opposed to a number of rounds. So you're going to do your choice, 20 to 30 minutes, anywhere in that time frame. And there's going to be 4 movements that you're going to do. We're going to do some stationary lunges going forward. We're going to do some handstand push-ups, or obviously I'll show you the variations on those. We're going to do some single leg foot elevated hip bridges, and then we're going to do some rotating side planks. So let me show you, give you the numbers, show you the variations. Bye, Soraya. With the stationary lunges, you're going to just be going, stepping forward and stepping back. You're going to do all on the right and all on the left, and your choice between 5 and 10 at a time. So simply starting like such, and I'm going just to step forward, 1, 2, 3, okay? And I will do 5 to 10 on the right side and 5 to 10 on the left side. I can make these more difficult in a variety of different ways. I can hold weights if I have dumbbells. I can hold a couple of different ways. I can hold at my sides. I can hold at my shoulders. I can hold a single dumbbell like here on the front. Holding here on the front, whether with a single dumbbell or if I have a pair of them that I put together like this, is going to be much more challenging as far as like on my back and on my biceps as far as holding the weight, because I'm having just to hold it freely as opposed to resting it on my shoulders or such. And so I can make it more challenging by doing my repetitions like so. Now, we can also, they can hear you guys, you know that? We can also, if you have like an odd object, we can use a rock or some other object that we're just going to kind of cradle in our arms. So a jug of water, a rock, again, whatever it is that you've been using, you can hold, I can hold that object like so, and I can do my repetitions. And from the gym, we all know that this is a very challenging position just to hold weight. And so then to add, gotta get my balance. And I can do my repetitions like so. Now, if I want to try something very different, and let me back up. So if even just standing forward and stepping is going to be too much for you, we can just do stationary split squats like we did in the warm-up. And of course, we can put mats or something on the ground to raise my floor if I need to raise my floor. So obviously that's always an option. Now, if you want to try something brand new as far as making it a little bit more challenging, what you're going to do is you're going to use a step. Let me get. So you're going to use a step. You're basically going to step off and then shoot yourself back up onto the step. So again, I'll do 5 to 10 on each side. So I'm going to step forward and down and back up. So much more aggressive with having to really just blast yourself backwards to get back up on that step with whatever that height is, okay? So again, all those different options, all those different possibilities, you're going to do between 5 and 10 on one leg and 5 and 10 on the other leg. Then we're going to go to a handstand push-up, a modified handstand push-up, or we're going to go to an L-sit overhead press. So I'll start with the more aggressive, though this version and the other version are pretty aggressive, pretty equally aggressive. So what I'll do here is I'm going to get my feet onto the chair. I'm going to walk back so I've got my hips at about 90 degrees, and then where my hands are, I'm going to think about making a triangle. So my hands will be like so, and my head wants to hit here to form the top of that triangle when I do my handstand push-ups. And this is going to do between 5 and 10 repetitions at a time. So I'm gonna try and aim my head for right about there. All right, now we could also do them when we practice the pike position in the warm-up. We could also do them out of the pike position, okay? So exactly how I just did it, except my feet are on the ground. So it'll look like such. So I'll push back to downward dog. I'm gonna walk my feet in. I'm gonna push way up onto my toes here. I'm gonna pull my head back. And then from here, I'm gonna aim my head. And actually, I find those to be equally as hard as doing it the other way. The farther that you have your feet away from your hands, the easier it's going to be. The closer that your feet are to your hands, the easier it's going to be. Now, if neither one of those are going to be an option, then we're simply just going to do an L-sit overhead press. So I'll demonstrate here with the dumbbells and then with the rock. So nice and tall. And then just pressing, keeping those dumbbells back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and you're gonna do 5 to 10. Probably with, if you have light dumbbells and 10 repetitions is easy, go for 12, go for 15. Don't use it as a chance to kind of just relax and kind of get away with it. Push yourself a little bit, do more repetitions if the weight that you have isn't enough to give you, some burn in your shoulders. And then obviously using our odd object, we can do the same thing. Ooh. Again, especially with these rocks, make sure you have 100% security on that rock. Protect your noggins, no cracked skulls. Okay, from there, we're gonna go to single leg hip bridges. These can be done foot elevated or not. So I'll show you not first. So we've all done tons of hip bridges. I'm gonna lay here, I'm gonna press my lower back into the ground. I'm going to extend, keep my knees together, so this leg is not going to be doing one of these. I'm going to keep these legs together. And then from here, 1, 2, 3. And again, I'll do 5 to 10 per leg. Most of you should be doing it, should definitely be doing 10. If this is too easy for you, 2 options for making it harder are 1, to put, whatever weight you have here on your lap, just to make it that much harder, and or to use a chair. And looking to get that nice hamstring contraction. And again, with this variation with the foot up, you can put some weight here on your lap. Just kind of rest it right below your belly button, right there on the top of your pelvis. And that'll be, that's going to be, we're going to make that 10 per leg. So just to recap real quick, we still have one more exercise to go over, but to recap real quick, we're going to do any of those variations on the lunge, 5 to 10 per leg. Then you're going to go to either that modified handstand push-up or the L-sit overhead press. You're going to do 5 to 10. But if you're doing the L-sit overhead press and the weights that you have are too little, then do 12, 15 repetitions. Then you're going to come to the single leg hip bridges. Everybody's going to do 10 per leg, whether you're on the ground or whether you have the foot on the bench or the stool or the chair or whatever, with or without weight in your lap. And then we're going to finish with side planks, and then we're going to do a rotating side plank. So I'll be in side plank. Now I'm going to take this right hand, I'm going to reach underneath. 1, 2, 3, okay? This can also be done with the knee on the ground, reaching underneath. 1, 2, okay? Make sure we keep those hips pointing, this top hip going up. Don't let anything sag to the ground. Make sure we stay up, all right? Whether you're in the modified position or whether you're in the regular side plank. Make sure that this elbow is directly underneath this shoulder. And at the top here, we've got a nice vertical line all the way up from the elbow, through both shoulders, through that hand, all right? The big thing there is making sure that downside shoulder, the one that's supporting us, is nice and secure as we reach underneath because of that rotation that's going on. We want to make sure that that shoulder is nice and secure, in a nice stable position. So there you go, 20 to 30 minutes, 5 to 10 each leg on those lunging variations, 5 to 10 on the modified handstand push-up or the L-sit overhead press, 10 per leg on those single leg hip bridges, whether you're on the ground or whether your foot's elevated, and then 10 each side, left and right, on those side planks with rotations from either the knee down or in the regular side plank. And yeah, just go for it. See what you can get done in 20 to 30 minutes. Good job as always, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.